In March of 2024, having always dreamt of visiting Peru, Reyka and I booked a flight to Lima. And little did we know the grand adventures that awaited us. In this video, we're sharing the highs,
just can't even contain my excitement,
and lows.
Feeling rough.
As we explore 4 very different corners of Peru. If you're new here, our names are Wyatt and Reyka, and since graduating college in 2021, we've been pursuing our goal of visiting 50 countries. Peru is our 28th country, and our first stop is now one of our favorite cities in the world. It was once called the City of Kings, a place overflowing with good vibes, Lima, Peru. Country number 28.
bit crazy traffic, eh?
Gracias, buena suerte con todo.
Alrighty, this is cool.
This is cool. Oh, and the sunset to boot. Look at that.
Turn right.
Okay, walking around downtown Lima, nothing but good vibes so far. I don't know what I was expecting, but the infrastructure here is fantastic. Tons of families out, feels very safe, and just great vibes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like surrounded by parks and plazas. It's super cool.
I know. Just people walking, great temperature. Man, Lima is great, I think.
Yeah.
It's like a strobe light dance party. Nice market too. We are on the hunt for some food. A lot of good things. Okay, we're getting vegetables. They don't have broccoli and peppers. I think it's like not the right climate for that. They do have zucchini. I'll just get one. These are big zucchini. This is zucchini, right? Not cucumber. These tomatoes look wonderful. Some carrots. A short stubby carrot. That's cute.
We found broccoli.
¿Aceptas tarjeta? Wow, blueberries grown in Peru.
That's crazy.
Esos también. Final, te prometo. So that store cost about $6 for all those vegetables, $25 for all these food for many days, breakfast and tonight's dinner. Good deal. Good prices here in Peru so far. The stop walks are so long, like 90 seconds. Okay, go, 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 go. It's crazy, the stop walks, they're like
seconds.
80-second timers. It's so long.
So long.
Then again, there wasn't any traffic coming here, but there were a lot of cars, so maybe the longer waits equals smoother traffic, I don't know. Fireworks! You think they're just celebrating us coming to Lima?
Yeah.
Alrighty, it is the next day. We are in the center of Lima. We're in one of the many parks, the Parque, I forget. Okay, we're in Parque Juana Alarco de Damert. Ton of different parks in downtown Lima.
Ton.
Yeah, and they're packed, as you can see, which is cool, with like people selling stuff. There's a cool statue of Neptune, Poseidon, right back there. Yeah, good vibes, honestly. Reyka, you should get this sleep mask. Always be a little puppy.
You mean panda?
Is that a panda?
Yeah.
Oh. Look at her back there. What is that? Ponche con Malta? That's probably my first impression of Lima, is how many parks there are and how full they are. Super local.
Yeah, it is. And it's like a Thursday afternoon, and it's packed, so.
True.
The traffic here is crazy. Look at all those cars going by behind me.
Yeah, there's always a din of traffic. Digging the architecture here in Lima too. Look, that's the Edificio Reyka. Super gothic, super big. Back there you have the Justicia Edificio. So, Justice Building. Cool stuff, yeah. It's like really big, grand architecture here.
Yeah, very royal.
Very royal, very European.
Very fun vibes. I'm liking the energy of the streets right now.
So this right here is Plaza de San Martin, Don San Martin. That guy up there is San Martin. It's another beautiful plaza.
They got a lot of those around here.
They do. One thing I've noticed is there's not as many like national flags as other capital cities that we've seen in South America. In Chile, we counted, I think, 25 Chilean flags in the main plaza. But here I only see 2. And they're tiny ones on top of buildings adjacent. So kind of one interesting thing I've noticed.
Oh my. I'm overwhelmed by this street right now. I can't get 2 feet without running into somebody. It's crazy. I couldn't get like 2 feet without... That scared the bejesus out of me. Why is she there? What is the point of that? Why is that there? It's not Halloween.
Is that Paw Patrol?
Yeah, it's Everest from Paw Patrol.
Okay, so this awesome full street we just walked down, it's called the Girón de la Reunión. I think it's also referred to as the Gran Via. Tons of street performers, tons of like people drinking ice cream. What do you do with ice cream? Eat it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's a liquid.
I love this place. It was so cute, except for the lady that scared me.
You're gonna hold a grudge on that. We should walk by her and try to scare her back.
Oh no.
We found Chewbacca with a Nerf gun. Who knew he was in Lima?
That's how it goes, right?
Wait, do your best one. Wonder if people just think that's how English sounds. The board is attached to the pole.
No, and it's inside his clothes.
Yeah, it's inside his clothes. It's impressive though. Here we are, downtown Lima, Plaza de Armas. So busy, guys.
It's literally so busy.
It's crazy. We've never seen this in any capital city. This is like double or triple like Buenos Aires, Santiago, and Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, for sure. There's no space on any of the shaded grass.
I know, it's all full with people. Maybe it's just because it's sunset. Maybe it's a holiday. I don't know. This is popping.
It's really nice though.
Yeah.
I love it. There's palm trees, cool buildings. There's a fountain over there.
You have the church right over there. Isn't it weird? Right there, the flag doesn't have a thing in the middle, but over there it does. Can someone tell me why? Uh-oh. Someone lost their balloon. Want a picture in front of the Lima sign? There it is.
Occupied right now.
Yeah, it is very occupied. So busy. Beautiful plaza though. On the Plaza de Armas?
It's cute.
Super cute. Love the family vibes. Tourist vibes, dog vibes, good vibes.
Great vibes.
We need a new word. Desperately. At this point, we're walking down the streets and wondering what is a person and what isn't. Is that a person?
I don't think it is, but I don't know.
No, it's not moving, is it? The Convent of Lima? What is a convent?
I think it's a church.
It's a type of church, right? It's also a basilica. So,
That's definitely a church.
yeah. Big, beautiful architecture, though, here in Lima. They don't shy away from going all out, which I respect.
Ponche.
Ponche. I'm gonna try ponche, which is a dessert, a Peruvian dessert. A lot of people have had it on the street. It looks like ice cream, but it's like cream. Okay, so we just looked it up. This is made of egg whites and condensed milk. It's not cold, and they covered it with sprinkles and chocolate syrup. And it's a very Peruvian dessert. That's what it looks like. It's just like foam or cream or something. It tastes like the foam that you get like on top of a coffee or hot chocolate or something. And the whole thing's foam. It tastes like birthday cake in the shape of foam. Pretty good.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. That's so weird. I'm not a big fan of the texture, but I do like the taste. I don't like the foam. It just like doesn't sit right with me. But it does taste like birthday cake. I agree. Really delicious, sweet. So I do like the taste. So weird. I don't hate it. I do like it. The texture is weird.
For context, Reyka's one of those anti-slime people. She doesn't like hand sanitizer or yogurt, anything with that kind of like creamy consistency. So this tracks. I have it on my face. Yeah. So we're gonna save all the specialties of Peruvian cuisine for our all-encompassing Peruvian food tour video, but we really wanted to try this one early. This is papas a la huancaína. It's just a style of potatoes and hard-boiled eggs that's served commonly as an appetizer here. I'm pumped because it's just potatoes, hard-boiled eggs, and it's all covered with this cream sauce that's made of fresh cheese, yellow pepper, ají, it's like a type of pepper, onion, it's all creamed together and just like drizzled all over it. It's served cold. Very interesting. There's a cute little olive there. That's super good. That cheese sauce is super unique, actually. It brings it a ton of flavor. Love the hard-boiled egg, love the potatoes.
Ooh, I like that.
Good sauce, right?
Yeah. It's creamy, has a bit of a kick from the peppers. The potatoes add a softness to it. Starchy, thick, good.
I just tried the spicy sauce in the center of this table right here. It's spicy. Even that tiny bit punches you. Man, why did I do that spicy thing? Right there is the Iglesia de San Agustin, or the Augustine Church. Look at how ornate and like intricately carved that is. Isn't that crazy?
It's really intricate. I haven't seen something that intricate in a while.
It's wild. Like you zoom in and every single little piece has some sort of design on it. It's wild.
Yeah.
That was interesting. It was like some sort of mock native dance. Such long stopwalk numbers.
80 seconds.
Huge crowds build up normally.
Yeah.
Weird thing I've never seen before. On the ground, massage numbers. Here's another one right here. Look at that. And they're everywhere.
A little weird.
A little weird. Oh, there's another one. They're like different brands too. Green, pink, and blue.
They have been everywhere.
It's always interesting to see the US brands that like sort of stick internationally. Dunkin' Donuts right here, Starbucks, H&M, and Chili's.
Chili's!
Why is there Chili's in Peru?
I did not know that chain was international.
Chili's, baby back ribs.
We're in like a huge mall right now, and there's even more American brands. You got Popeyes, Papa John's, Burger King. I don't know if I've seen this many US brands in one area before. KFC back there. And of course, you got our personal favorite, Subway, which we're definitely getting right now.
Why does every Subway smell the exact same? Is that just me?
It's not.
It smells the same here.
It does.
It's crazy.
Home.
Smells like home.
The Peruvian dish was good, but Subway's good too.
Hey, yeah, we did it. We got Peruvian food.
We got both.
Yeah.
If anyone's curious what mall we're at the Real Plaza. It has a lot of different stores if you're interested in shopping on your trip to Lima.
Real Plaza Centro Civico, to be exact.
There you go.
Look at that.
Subway. Now we're at another part of town, which is Miraflores. A lot of people stay here when they come to Lima, and we are particularly at the Malecón, which is one of the most popular things to do here.
A lot of stuff here. You have this beautiful backdrop of these black cliffs down onto a road right next to the beach. And on top, there's a bunch of high-rise buildings with a lighthouse. It's just epic.
Yeah, it's nice to see ocean after like a bunch of city, you know?
Yeah, it really is. There's these cool paragliders too, which just have like parachutes. Parachutes, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they just like jump off. And we've seen some in the distance, and there's also a guy like right over there who's kind of playing with the wind a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people, good vibes. This is the ritzy area of town if you stay here usually as a tourist.
Yeah. Perfect time to stay here and watch the sunset, you know?
And eat Subway.
And eat Subway.
How does Subway in Peru stack up?
Good.
Taste the exact same?
Yep.
Nice. Look at this golden lighting right now. You look
really nice.
beautiful, as always.
Thanks, Ma. Wyatt's gonna be way more Peruvian.
Technically, this Subway sandwich is Peruvian because I actually also got huancaína sauce on it. So,
Which is the same sauce we had the potatoes, on the potatoes.
exactly. That right there is good. We eat so much food. It's so nice sometimes to have a taste of home, you know?
Yep.
Subway is home for us. And now we travel southeast to a city smack dab in the middle of the Andes. Sitting at an altitude of 10,000 feet, Cuzco is a very different vibe from Lima. The buildings aren't as tall, many locals speak Quechua, and the general vibe is just hectic. Cuzco, we chose to explore while eating.
We're in Cusco, Peru, and we're gonna try some of the most famous dishes here.
Let's go on a Peruvian food tour.
Let's do it.
So everyone's telling us to go to the Mercado Central de San Pedro. Oh my word, guys, my breath. I am out of breath.
Yeah.
This altitude's hitting me hard.
It's our first like few hours here, and it is brutal. Like you get loopy. We have to slow down because it's just you're heavy breathing. We're at 3,500 meters, which is 10,000 feet, so pretty high.
Hola. ¿Cuánto costaría? Un sol? Gracias. 1 sol. That's like, I don't even know how many cents that is. 25 cents. This is a sweet empanada. I'm so excited. It's made from eggs and flour. Crunchy. It's a little bit sweet, very bready. I like it. Subtle sweet, not too crazy with the sugar.
This is the Inca version of a Pop-Tart. They got sprinkles on it too. Wow. It's harder than I thought it would be, just judging from what it looks like. And they have it set on folded piece of paper there. It's kind of interesting. It's like a sweet Ritz cracker. I really like that. When you eat it, it kind of like just dissolves in your mouth, becomes a bunch of powder, which is really nice. Oh. For 25 cents, that's a steal right there. We are in a very local-oriented place. We're in the central market of San Pedro, right, Reyka? San Pedro? Yeah. Tons of local people and lots of stands where we can find food. So this should be fun.
The desserts are much easier to spot. I found another one. ¿Qué son estos?
Son suspiros.
Suspiros. Ah, 2 soles. $1 each again. Or not dollar, sole. Less. Gracias. All right, epic backdrop behind me with the sunset and the Iglesia de San Pedro. Let's try some more sweets. This is a suspiro, right? This is a suspiro, which basically looks like icing, but it's made from eggs. I'm super excited to try it. It's got sprinkles on it. It's pink. Oh, whoa. Whoa. It's like Pez. You guys know the Pez dispensers and like the Pez candy? It tastes like 99% to 100% like Pez. Like basically pure sugar, I would say. Crunchy. I don't know, it's pretty good.
Whoa. Fruit candy that like really dissolves in your mouth. I didn't even swallow. It just like merged with my saliva. It's just sugar. Yeah, you're right. It's really good though. If I was a kid, I'd be wanting Suspiro air day all day.
And another sweet. This is Mesa Real. And she says it's actually vanilla flavored. I'm intrigued to see what this tastes like. It's also a little hard, so that's interesting. We're gonna try more.
Rosquilla, casera, rosquilla, pampurka, pampurka.
That's advertising right there. I definitely taste a hint of vanilla in there. It's kind of like a hard cookie. Pretty much has the same consistency as the empanada. It's good.
At first I described it as a graham cracker, but now it seems a little bit more moist than that and less dense. You know how graham crackers are really dry? I mean, it's just dry bread that's like a little bit sweet and crunchy. Super good.
Estas son las rosquitas de yema.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, so we asked the ladies like 4 times before buying them. This is rosquitas de yema. Rosquitas de yema. Gracias. Y condecitas. Ah, muy bien. Okay. Condecitas are made from wheat, quinoa, and condensed milk. They're also a sweet dish. And these are, what did I say? Ronquinitas de yema? Rosquitas de yema. My memory is just gone with the altitude. Yema is egg yolk. So, whereas the other thing we tried, the suspiro, was egg whites. This is egg yolk. And it looks like a bagel. All right, I'm gonna try the condecita. It's like a sugar cookie, but with less sugar. And the nice little, it looks like vanilla on top with whatever seed they just told us it was. Yeah, it's like a sugar cookie without the sugar. Made of egg yolk, looks like a bagel. It's like a biscuit, but more condensed. It's like a baked cookie, but bigger. I feel like it'd be really nice with jam and peanut butter on top. Just saying.
Condecita. Yeah, I agree with Wyatt. It has the consistency and texture of a sugar cookie, but not as much sugar. Yeah, this one really doesn't have much sweetness to it at all. It's kind of just bread. I don't know if that's a hot take to the Peruvians or not, but it's kind of just bread.
Gracias. Gracias. Buenas noches. As the final sweet, this is bisco chuelo. Looks like a biscuit, and it's been put right in the middle of a little piece of paper, like a little bed. And I'm gonna open it up. It's very spongy, isn't it? It looks like a sponge cake. Oh yeah. Tastes like sponge cake. Very sweet, very white. It's like different. The middle is very spongy and the top is a little bit more firm. One more thing about the bizcochuelo, it tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. Like really strongly, like Honey Nut Cheerios. It's so much easier to compare foods to other foods than to describe taste. Like how do you describe a taste? It's like having to describe a color. Impossible.
It kind of reminds me of sweet bread more than like a cake. Probably this or the empanada was my personal favorite.
I think my favorite was the suspiro, just for sheer shock to the system, you know? That one was surprising. We're gonna have a sugar rush.
Alrighty, see you tomorrow for the savory dishes.
Good night. And good morning. Just like that, it's the next day. It's actually good afternoon. It's like 2 p.m., so we're gonna go check out the market.
Let's go.
It's insane how much more lively the streets are during the day. Like, it's as if the whole town is a farmer's market. And this place is huge.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
So it seems on one half of the mercado, it's like more produce, fish, chicken, all that stuff. And then on this side, there's more like restaurants, food, and clothes.
If you want a Peruvian like Inca blanket, a typical one, there's no shortage of options. I've seen at least 100 stands in the past day. Look, right here. Ponchos.
All right, we are going to Todo Fresco to get ceviche, which is actually the national dish of Peru. I'm excited.
Gracias.
Número uno para mí y para...
Cinco para mí. To be honest, it's kind of like overwhelming in a overwhelming way, but also in kind of a cool way because it's such a cultural, it's like 99% locals here. Ah, okay.
Cortesía del pescado.
¿Qué es cortesía?
O sea, viene con el ceviche y con el chaufa.
Ah, okay, muy bien. It's made of fish head.
Oh, fish head soup?
Yeah, fish head soup.
Oh, very lemony. I taste a lot of lemon in there. Kind of earthy, definitely fishy. I taste the fish in there for sure. Yeah, it's just like broth. Warms my belly. Gracias.
Wow.
Ceviche.
Ceviche.
Gracias.
Alrighty, so we have jugo de tigre, which is tiger juice. It is basically the juice from fish, and then you pour it over your ceviche, which is the other thing that I have. I got ceviche mixto, which is like a bunch of veggies and of course fish on top. It's served cold and raw. Very intriguing. And it has a bed of rice on the bottom and lettuce. You're gonna get a little bit of everything, of course. Yep, very fresh, cold, definitely refreshing for sure. So raw. It's an interesting taste for sure. Lemony as well. Not my favorite, to be honest. I'm more of a meat gal than a fish gal, but it is good.
It's like so famous in Peru. Ceviche is everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, hola. This is Luis.
We have a little friend here staring at the camera.
So instead of ceviche, I got arroz chaufa, which is basically the same thing but without the fish. We have roasted peanuts, sweet potato, rice, corn in there, all on this bed of fresh lettuce. And it is, yep, served cold and just served in like 2 minutes. It took them a second to make it. There's a lot of competition, and we ended up just going with a lady that was smiling really big. I think I mistook what I thought were peanuts for corn. It's just like brown and yellow corn that's big kernels. Maybe it's mice, like the South American version of corn.
Mice.
Yeah, a little fresh green onions in there too. I would eat this on a daily basis just because it gets you your nutrients, and it's like simple and it seems really fast to make. So
It's really good for you.
it really is. It's a pretty generous serving too. This was only
13 soles, I think.
Yeah, mine was 10, so $2 for all this. As always, you have the plate check at the end. My plate is completely polished. Was yours polished?
Pretty much. This is the bill, and those are the 3 coins right there. Good deal. One more meal to cap up our food tour. Lomo saltado. Ending with a bang. Hola.
It's like a... See my little knees poking out? It's interesting. It's like a bar style. So you just like sit down, you squat down, let's be real, and then they just ask you what you want.
The next dish is lomo saltado. I'm super excited about this one. It's basically beef, or it can also be alpaca meats with French fries and rice. It's kind of like a Chinese fusion with Peruvian ingredients. So they cook it kind of like in a way that you'd cook Chinese food, but with Peruvian ingredients. Really interesting. Time to try. Spicy a little bit. It's got a bit of a kick. I'm pretty sure there's chilies in them, like chili peppers, so that makes sense. Really good. The meat's a little tough, but chewy for sure. I love French fries, so I'm down with the French fries. It's got onions too. A lot of flavors going on here. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it was only 7 soles. It was $1.50. I gave him 10. We got 3 back.
I am shocked. Honestly, I thought it was going to be way more than that.
Gracias. Muchas gracias.
We got to get up and out of here. They need more customers.
They're high turnover rate. Hola. Gonna buy some fresh produce. This is crazy. It's like Whole Foods, but just not the Whole Foods price. Oh, 1 sol for all these. Okay, 2 soles. Okay. Muy bien. That's 3 soles, almost $1. She wanted 4, gave her 9. It's like $2 for all those. Like, come on.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna give her $1 for all that. Ton of carrots, ton of onions, got a whole thing of fresh peas that she literally like probably peeled herself, made these cute little bags.
That's crazy cheap. I don't think I've ever seen anything that cheap before, like in any country I've ever been to. Am I wrong?
No, that's the cheapest ever.
That's the cheapest like grocery run for that much we've ever had.
The thing about going to tropical countries is often you don't get those like mountain crops for cheap, like broccoli and potatoes, strawberries. We're in the mountains in Cuzco, so they have broccoli right there.
Dos broccoli? Gracias, muchas gracias.
$2.
$2, 10 soles.
For what?
For this, 2 broccolis that are both the size of my head, and 2 peppers, red peppers.
Bueno, ¿cómo están? Quería arándanos, sí. So there's the market from where we came, and look, everywhere on the street, first of all you have cars of course, but you also have like just vendors selling stuff. Here's this street's a great example. So many things to buy. Just makes me want to buy stuff.
I know, I'm so cheap, so you're like, let's get everything.
One quote I heard a long time ago but applies here is you can go broke on good deals. So we should probably stop soon. Oh, careful, careful. Ooh. So right here is the maize or corn that we had as part of our arroz chaufa and our ceviche. And it's so like different colored than the typical yellow corn we have in the US. Oranges, reds, blacks, whites. Super fascinating, isn't it? Also the kernels I think are way bigger than the ones in the traditional North American corn. But super cool. ¿Cuánto para media kilo de fresa?
Medio kilo, 5 soles, 5.
Muchas gracias. Look at this big bag of stuff we got now. Get in there. crazy Cuzco farmers market day. So many people everywhere. It's like everywhere. If you're ever in Cuzco on a Saturday, check out the downtown because they got a crazy happening farmers market throughout the entire city. And you might step on someone, a little kid, or someone's produce, and then they'll yell at you. And that wraps up our Peruvian food tour. Fast forward to a clip of us trying the amazing produce.
Best fruit. Prove me wrong.
And we're back, just like that. How'd you like Peruvian food?
I liked it a lot. The lomo saltado is my personal favorite. Really good. And the sweets are pretty good too.
Love the cheap prices, love the culture, really kind people. It's just, yeah, it's vibrant.
It's a great time.
It is.
Having eaten enough food for weeks, Reyka and I rested up for the grand adventure awaiting us. Today we're exploring Rainbow Mountain. If you've never heard of it, Rainbow Mountain is located deep in the Andes mountain range at a whopping 17,000 feet high. Really wanting to see some of that natural beauty that Peru is so famous for and feeling undeterred by the intimidating altitude, we booked a tour.
Okay, we're on a tour to Rainbow Mountain. It is 4 a.m. We actually woke up 3 a.m. and then they texted us that we were actually leaving at 4 a.m. So early wake up today. Apparently this whole van's gonna be full. It's gonna be an awesome day. We're probably gonna nap the whole way there.
So with the tour, breakfast and lunch is included. We're currently at breakfast. There's a super long line. Looks like the options are pretty good.
So if you forget warm clothes, you can like buy sweaters and hats here. Kind of tempted to, just because I like wore a couple shirts, but still, classic.
I told him.
Reyka always tells me, I'm like, I'll be fine. That breakfast was super good, actually. It was buffet style, a bunch of cereals, fruits, pancakes, eggs, coffee, a lot of like just hearty foods for the hike ahead today. And the sun came out. Look at this. It's gorgeous here. Don't you love the fog that's like interspersed with the mountains? It's insane. So we just stopped at a pit stop to take a bathroom break, and it's in like this little basin in the mountains. We have a llama right there, beautiful clouds interspersed with the mountains right there. Reyka's in the bathroom. It costs 2 soles. As you can see, there's a bunch of vans back there. You can also buy any hats or ponchos you want. Look at this llama though. How cool is that? How was the bathroom?
Clean, surprisingly.
Yeah?
No, they don't have the seats on any of the toilets, like the little thingies, the attached seats. They just have the toilet.
Did you just squat or what?
I just sat. Took the L on that one. 2 soles to go to the bathroom.
Hey, supply and demand, you know?
True.
You can also ride ATVs up here. Seems pretty fun. Not scary though on that like cliffside road. You guys saw that. Is it just me or are we out of breath up here?
It's not too bad.
Not too bad. We're just gonna keep climbing. Going up to 5,000 feet. It's the highest I've ever been in my life. 5,000 meters.
17,000 feet.
It's like almost as high as Everest Base Camp, which is gonna be insane. Back in the van. Okay, just parked at the base. What do you call it? Like the launch off point?
Yeah.
Of the hike. Rainbow Mountains right back there. It should take about an hour to get up. Rika's got her pole.
You get one included walking stick.
Got our sun protection. It's a beautiful day. We're pumped.
Yeah. Alrighty, it's time to go. They also have the option to go on motorbikes or horses for like 70 soles extra. We're hiking.
We're hiking. You can also get your passport stamped right here if you want.
That's cool.
Yep, smells like horse poop. Currently we're at 15,400 feet and we're gonna be climbing another couple hundred over the next hour. A lot of motorcycles, a lot of horses. There's 40% less oxygen at this level than there is at sea level. So it's taking me like a lot just to breathe. Even just going at this like slow, relaxed pace. So, man.
I'm honestly doing okay. My breath, I'm not too out of breath. I'm going at a chill pace. We're still way above the group, but I'm going at a chill pace. Try and keep my breath even. Whew, I already got a little acclimated, we both did, to the height in Cuzco, and they definitely recommend doing that at least 3 days. And I think that has helped. I don't think we could do it without staying in Cuzco for a while.
There's so many people, and look at that beautiful mountain. And someone's playing the flute in the distance. It's perfect.
There's so many llamas over there, it's crazy.
And then it got really hard.
Oh, I'm so out of breath. My heart's pumping so fast.
It's hard to drink water, you get out of breath. My legs are so sore. I think I got a little bit of altitude sickness or bug, I don't know, but it's making it extra hard to do this.
You're doing great. You're doing really good.
Why is breathing through your nose better?
I don't know. I have no idea. Just one of those things.
I'm okay, but I'm really just overall feeling rough.
We're almost there. You want an inspirational speech?
No.
I don't know if Reyka's doing so hot.
Yeah.
Is it just you're catching your breath or your legs hurt or everything?
Everything. I feel like my entire body is just sore. Tack on the out of breathness, which makes me feel a little bit nauseous. I don't want to complain though, but I am complaining.
Oh, time for another break. That's the key to hiking in this altitude, I think, is just timely rest. Man.
Are you okay?
All good.
Yes.
Almost there, eh?
Almost.
That was David, our guide. Beautiful views up here.
And based on what happened next, it seems like that break was just what we needed.
You ready to go? Let's do it.
Let's go.
I feel like Reyka just got a second wind because she's hossing up this. It's pretty cool.
All I'm saying is those people hiking up that mountain with the horses up and down all day, they're the real MVPs, because me, one time I'm done. Wow.
This right here is Rainbow Mountain. It's pretty cool from the side. We're gonna keep hiking up and see what it looks like from the top. Should be pretty cool. It's kind of crazy. It does look like a rainbow. I must say though, it's not as bright as like the pictures of it look. Like, just to be totally transparent, I think a lot of Photoshop is done to make it look like as bright as a normal rainbow. But it is pretty cool. There's a ton of people here. It is beautiful though, honestly. If I was like on a hike by myself and just came upon this, I'd definitely be fascinated by it. So like that's the ultimate test, right?
We made it. Barely, for me. But we made it. Kind of. There's also a higher hill we could go on.
Are you gonna do the next part, you think?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. I'm here. When am I gonna come back here?
Exactly. The alpaca? Wow. Wow. I think it's cooler from above, isn't it? Oh, no gracias, no gracias. He wants us to take a picture with the llama. And they have sunglasses on. I love it from up here more. Because you get a whole expansive view. You can see glaciers over there. This is where we hiked up from. Look at that view. Pretty cool. And this is only one side of the view too. The glaciers over there, impressive mountain peaks over there.
I'm glad it's done. It's very beautiful too. So it's like a treat after all that struggle.
Yeah, the reward. Yeah. We made it to the tippy top. It's windy up here. Kind of chilly too. But now we're gonna take this little shortcut down there to the hand. Should be a great time. Bleed?
A little blood in my nose, it's fine.
Okay, think that's altitude or?
I don't know, is that a thing?
Probably. Just be careful.
So towards the bottom of the mountain, there's these two hands. We're gonna go on this one because it faces the Rainbow Mountain. I'm excited to get some cool shots.
Hola.
Hola.
10 soles para dos.
Sí. You gotta pay 5 soles per person to take a picture. It's upside down. But I think it's gonna be worth it because this looks pretty cool. We're on a hand!
On the hand.
Look at this view, guys. It's crazy.
It's wild. Should I like go up a finger?
Careful.
Hey! Okay.
Thank you.
And that wraps up our Rainbow Mountain experience.
Beautiful views. Hard.
Hard. Yeah, bring lots of water. Try to come to Cuzco a few days early to get a little bit ready, you know?
And bring warm clothes. It's interesting because I was hot, like really hot at one point, and like freezing. So
yeah.
The temperature is just crazy.
You just never know. What's cool is when you're coming on this tour, you're not only getting the Rainbow Mountain, you're also getting like the Andes straight up.
Yeah.
Having seen the big cities, eaten a bunch of local food, and seen the natural beauty of this breathtaking country, there was only one thing left to do: ruins. And where better to go than the one, the only, Machu Picchu. Today we're exploring this iconic world wonder while answering some big questions along the way. How and why did the Incas build this place? Is it expensive to visit? Is it hard to get tickets? How do you get here when it's deep in the Peruvian Andes? What's it like to visit Machu Picchu as a tourist? And lastly, is it worth the hype? Join us in Machu Picchu.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are visiting one of the 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu. We're super excited.
We're in Machu Picchu Pueblo right now, which is like the Machu Picchu town. We took the train from Cusco yesterday, and we're waiting on the bus to get up there. So some basic details about the trip. We actually didn't book tickets in advance. We got them yesterday. They sell 1,000 tickets at the Cultural Center Machu Picchu here in Aguascalientes, Machu Picchu Pueblo. They won't let us in until Reyka's here. I didn't know she had to come for this as well, so waiting on her.
Wyatt just went and then I had to run over because you have to have both people there.
We still got in luckily, but
We're the last.
we're literally the last in line. No over there, over here. Tons of people. There were only 150 tickets left when we got ours, so 850 already been sold. All good though, so procrastinators like us, you're in luck.
So looking back at this footage, it seems we were so eager to get up to Machu Picchu that we didn't really explain what was going on much. So first off, to get up to Machu Picchu, we chose the bus rather than hiking because these mountains are super steep and we didn't really want to be sweaty all day. So we bought our bus tickets the day before also at Concetur offices, and they only cost $12 USD. They just said be back the next day at 9 a.m. So we were. It was super cheap and pretty easy. The bus ride up was super comfortable, but we were getting pretty worried about one important detail.
Very cloudy.
With just one chance to explore Machu Picchu, we were really praying for good weather. You see, Machu Picchu sits right in the middle of a cloud forest, and it can happen that the ruins are entirely invisible for days at a time.
Let's do it. We are never the front of the line.
Got lucky, I guess.
Luck's on our side today. The clouds are gonna part. I just know it. I see a little bit of blue trying to peek out of there. You're confident?
So they're super intense about your reservation time.
Yeah.
You can't even go to the circuit until the
starts,
time,
yeah.
which is 9 for us.
We have tickets for Puente Inca and Circuito 2, which is the circuit 2, which should hopefully cover most of the upper part as well as the Inca Bridge. So we're pumped.
And after entering, we started hightailing it up because the clouds were clearing.
Haven't even seen it yet, and I'm so pumped. This is beautiful. The mountains are just so steep here. These old rocks.
I was not expecting it to be this well maintained.
Okay, so right now we're climbing up these switchbacks. Pretty steep, but we're trying to get to the classic picture spot because it's not very cloudy right now. So we're trying to hightail it up there.
And then suddenly, there it was. So how do you even try to describe a place like this? Sure, it's beautiful, but it honestly feels more than beautiful. Grand? Sure, but does that even capture it? Instead of trying, I said this.
I believe those are llama poop.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to the Inca Bridge first, the added hike that came with exploring Machu Picchu itself, and then we'll enter the ruins.
It's awesome. So how they have this set up is you just walk through a trail in the woods. There aren't too many other people, so it's not overcrowded. It feels like you're the first discovering this. Wow. Reyka, be super careful here because you fall and I don't know how we're gonna get you back up from down there.
That view.
Okay.
You can hear that river from all the way up here.
Yeah, it's loud too.
Yeah.
I've been staring at these cliffs over here. So we're doing Puente Inca and Circuito 2. So with that, you do the Puente Inca first, which is the bridge. Package deal. Package deal. How you doing?
A little trippy.
Yeah, it is. Literally trippy. Look at that. The Incas back in the day must have been a brave people just doing this. Probably didn't even have like safety walls. Maybe they did. They were good engineers. They built this, so it's pretty narrow. I got you.
Real narrow.
This is cool though. I feel like Indiana Jones. Always feel like Indiana Jones exploring like Mesoamerican empirical sites. This is probably the sketchiest part, isn't it? With the no wall.
That was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, true. Here, all right. Just ride the wall. There's the Puente Inca right there.
Super impressive how they built that
I know.
and how they walk on it.
I hadn't seen pictures of it before. It's like pretty crazy.
How do you walk on that? It's so skinny. Like, I get it might be stable.
I think just one person at a time. Okay, so asked a tour guide. Apparently that wood is 500 years old on top of it. And the whole structure, there's like 15 meters, which is 50 feet of teeny rocks stacked on top of each other. And I don't believe they used any mortar between them. So they're just like perfectly balanced. And also the trail we're walking on to get there, this was also built by them. Just can't even contain my excitement.
So we have been to 4 of the 7 wonders of the world.
Which sounds a bit cringe to say.
Subtle brag.
Subtle
But not-
brag, yeah.
But for context.
Yeah.
And out of the ones that we've been to, this has been the best overall in terms of like not very many tourists, and it
Yeah.
like gives you space. You know what I mean? You have enough space to just like enjoy yourself.
And just like feel peace. I mean, at the Christ the Redeemer in Rio, it was so packed.
Colosseum, even more packed.
Even
Like,
more. Taj Mahal was the runner-up, I think. It wasn't that busy.
that's true. Taj Mahal would be the runner-up,
But this is empty. It's crazy.
now we're back to the main Circuito dos Trail, Circuit 2.
How you doing?
All right,
Tired?
a little bit.
Yeah, that was a lot of hiking, hey?
We're gonna just do more now.
Yeah. It's just
All
incredible.
the intricate stones laid out there.
The terraces, like the different
The
levels.
little houses, like the triangles at the top of the house.
Oh yeah. After all the rain that must have come over the last 500 years since it was built, like, look at how well it's preserved.
I know, this whole area is so well maintained.
It's like one of those places you're at and you just can't believe you're at, you know? Okay, so some basic history about Machu Picchu. It was built by the Inca Empire in the 1400s. Scholars still actually don't know why. There's still theories out there. And the main reason they don't know why is because the Incas didn't have writing, so we just don't have any records from that time. The most popular theory that we've read about is that it was like a retreat for religious leaders and scholars of the time to just kind of come and relax in the mountains. The name Machu Picchu actually comes from the Quechua language, meaning old mountain. Machu Old Picchu Mountain.
Going through the gate. A word that keeps popping up in our minds is impressive.
Yep.
You just gotta wonder how the heck all these Incas brought these like stones from down the mountain all the way up to the mountain. We have no idea.
They used like the specific technique to block against earthquakes, because this is Machu Picchu's right on 2 seismic plates. It's called wait, I just saw
I
it.
didn't know that.
They used a specific technique called ashlar, which involves cutting stones so precisely that they lay on top of one another without any space between them. You wouldn't even be able to slide a piece of paper, and I guess that just helps against earthquake because there's less room for rattling. The engineering, the strength, it's all just incredible. Right behind me right there, the plant with the little purple things, that's actually a spicy Peruvian chili. And I guess it's really hot, but it's cool. It's just like growing within the city. Isn't that incredible?
Wow.
Look at this bug.
Where?
Wait until you see it.
No.
Look at that thing.
Caterpillar.
That's a huge caterpillar.
That ain't okay. I don't like that.
That's huge.
As long as it minds its own business, I don't care.
¿Cómo se llama?
Sintius.
Oh, no.
It's not fortunate.
It's not poisonous?
No.
You sure? 100%?
Yeah, sure. I have touched many times.
So as Wyatt said, with the stones like all coming together, I think this is a perfect example of that because look at that. It's like a puzzle piece. Just simply just fits all together. I think that's so interesting.
So obviously we didn't pay for a tour guide, but I did listen in on one of them talking about it. And they think a lot of these rocks at least, came from a landslide from the big mountain behind us. And they just, instead of working harder, worked smarter and just kind of carved those ones. Some people do think it was aliens. People think everything was built by the aliens.
Do you guys think it's the aliens? I think it's the aliens.
Do you?
No.
No, this is totally doable. Like, it's impressive, but give me 2,000 people with a lot of grit, done.
So this place is pretty small. You can expect very low numbers in population. Actually, day to day, there's really only 500 people that tend to populate this area back in the day. And then during the summer solstice and other special holidays, there would be like 900. So it would be like packed.
Yeah, you think about it, there's only so much food these like terraced little garden farms would have been able to produce for all these people. Because you don't want to have to hike up, down, and then back up every day for food, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Cool, as you can see, not too many people. What a privilege.
So this is like a demonstration of what the houses would look like in Machu Picchu back in the day. This is obviously not made by the Incas because you can see within the rocks there's mortar, but it's a great representation of what it looked like.
And that right there is the Roca Sagrada, or the Sacred Rock, which actually represents the mountain right behind us. It's kind of cloudy, so you can't see it. I kind of thought like the coolest part was going to be looking at Machu Picchu from above.
And it is really cool.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's iconic. But wandering these ancient streets is pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
Incas, 500 years ago, were just walking around, walking.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space.
Now that's some next level masonry.
Guns. Would you follow me to wonders? Take my hand and walk.
So that was the Temple of the Condor. Condor was like a sacred god, kind of, or like a very spiritual being to the Incas. And if you, as you can see back there, there's like the two rocks which represent the wings, and then there's the rock at the bottom with the head facing you and two eyes, and around the head condors get like a white area, and that's why it's white in that little like spot.
It's super cool
Yeah,
to like really visualize it, you know?
yeah, it's crazy. Condors are nuts too. They're huge here. Biggest bird in the world, actually. It's just a staircase going down the mountain. Wow.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's like a huge stadium. You could fit so many people up on all those things.
Get Bruno Mars down there and we'll just start having a rave.
You were slowly fading in my mind.
I wasn't watching where I was going. I'd so hit my head on this right here. That would hurt too. Look at that sharp edge. Tall people problems.
Would you follow me to wonders? If you're everything that matters to me, makes me wonder why I can't get over.
That was definitely amazing. The pictures are, it's just like the pictures, but like even better.
Yeah. Pictures don't do it justice.
great wonder of the world if you were to choose one.
Yeah. And there we are, and we're out. There's the crowd. Make sure to subscribe, everybody. We're about to catch a bus to go down. Hope you really enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It all really helps us out. You don't want us to be sad, so subscribe.
And then, just like that, our Peru trip was over. It is not lost on Reyka and I how lucky we are to travel as we do. All of this is because of you. You watching this right now, wherever you are, you help us travel the world. And that's a gift we'll just never be able to repay you for. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for watching. To Peru, we love you. You all have great vibes. You have awesome cities. The food is fantastic. The sights are amazing. We'll be back soon. Subscribe for more travel content. We try to get better with every single video. Peace out, everybody. Take care.